Hi, I am interviewing Gina, and she is one of my mom's coworkers, and I am going to be interviewing her how technology affects us teens. So, how's your day going, Gina?
It's going well, thank you.
All right, so I'm just going to be asking you a couple questions, and if you're ready, we can get started.
Sounds good.
Okay, so there's some of these questions. You can say they're kind of rated R. I'm just going to let you know beforehand. Okay.
Okay.
So my first question is, where do you think the levels of suicide rate would be if we didn't have the advanced technology we have today?
I mean, I can't predict that, but I would imagine that they would be lower than what they are now.
And why do you personally think they would be lower? Like how does the technology like affects the teens, and how in a way can it bring it up, like bullying? Like what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, bullying is one of the things, but for the most part, it's hard to escape any kind of bullying or people harassing or negative stuff from technology that goes that's on the internet or any kind of the applications that teens use, such as Snapchat or Facebook or I can't think of what the other one that is most often used, but it's hard to escape those things.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Okay, let's let's jump into the second question now. Okay. What are your thoughts on cyberbullying, and how do you think it will affect the world within 10 years with technology being more advanced?
I think it's out of control, and there doesn't seem to be a way to stop it. There's always like new ways, new forms that come about, and so it's very difficult to manage. Even like from our own experience, if it's reported, there's a lot that our police can't even do about it. So it's very difficult because of those things.
Okay, thank you. All right, so question number 3. Do you think technology can also bring people together, and how?
Sure. Especially let's use Facebook, for example. With my experience, I have family, siblings that don't even live in the same state, and uncles that live in different countries, and so it makes it easy for us to keep up on everybody's lives and what people are doing and to communicate. So it's very successful in that way too. It's definitely a positive.
So you're saying it's more easy to just shoot out a text and just ask a person how their day is going. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, question number 5. What are some of the benefits that us teens have with technology and maybe contacting our parents? Like, what do you think are some benefits about technology?
Well, I think it's like using phones and email and stuff like that. It's easier to keep in touch with your parents and letting us know where you are. We can even GPS you sometimes and know where you are. For education, you can look up things now where it used to be you had to go to the library and spend a lot of time looking through books and stuff. And so things are a lot more, information is way more easily accessible.
Yeah, I get that. All right, thank you. Do you think back in the 90s without phones, we were able to survive and be positive knowing we didn't have technology we have today? And now do you think as teens, in a way, we rely on technologies such as our phones?
Okay, well, so I grew up in the 70s, 80s, and was an adult in the 90s. So
Yeah.
I've been around for a minute before computers and all the technology that we have. And I think life was simpler back then. because there wasn't the technology in ways that we have now. In some ways, it was a lot simpler. Again, there wasn't the bullying. You can escape those things. You didn't constantly have to worry that you were going to miss a phone call or feel like you had to keep up on people's lives. You actually wrote letters and talked on the phone to people instead of emailing or texting them. So I mean, technology's had both positives, but it's had negative impacts too.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. In a matter of 20 years, when our generations of teens have kids, do you think technology is going to be a big change once again? And if it's a big change, do you think there's going to be more problems that we have then than we do have now?
I think, again, there's going to be a lot of positive things that happen, but I also believe that there'll be increase in negative things, too. As we've already seen with technology, it's kind of hard to predict, but I think both things will happen. There's always unintended consequences of good things that come out. So, for example, having all these cool applications that keeping in touch with people and stuff like that, well, some of the unintended consequences are the bullying and the negative stuff, such as when you put something out there on the internet, it's there forever. And so those are things that people didn't really think about or intend to happen, but they do.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, once on the internet, always on the internet.
Exactly.
Okay, and this is the last question for today.
Okay.
Do you think teens can trust somebody they don't even know on their technology in a way?
No.
Like, yeah, I can get that, but like, in a way.
I didn't even let you finish. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was expecting that answer, but.
Answer the question again, or ask me the question again.
All right. Do you think teens can trust someone they don't even know on their technology in a way? Do you think a lot of teens have two personalities? One of their personalities is in person, and another personality is when they're on their phone using social media.
Well, I think in general, especially teenagers, while you're still growing up and learning who you are and what kind of person you're going to be, who you're going to become, that teenagers try on all kinds of different personalities. I know for sure that teens act a different way when they're with their friends than they act when they are with their parents. And that's just the part of growing up and learning who you are. So on technology, I think it allows people, because you're not in teens, but people in general, to be whoever you want to be, because you're not face-to-face with people. So you can portray yourself as
someone you're not.
Whoever you think you should be.
Yeah, I get that.
So I don't think, and that's the thing with technology too, is that you can't, a 40-year-old man can say he's a 16-year-old boy just to get a girl or even get a boy. So you don't know who's on the other end.
Yeah, like it can be.
And that's dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Okay, well, that is all the questions I have for today. And
okay.
I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Okay, well, if you have any more, let me know.
I will.